Greetings, good people. It's your man's one and only Mr. Outside here at the Hot 93.97. We live on the air on this good Tuesday night. Yeah, we here a little bit early today. We tapping in with y'all, man, on the East Coast and the West Coast, man. We here live on that thing in this thing with y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show. It looking like a beautiful and wet Tuesday outside, but we gonna make it do what it do. Got my co-host over there, Adidas. She over there in the kitchen whipping on the pot, and she's still on mute while she whipping on the pot.
Woo woo! I'm here.
Man, so we gonna tune in. It's been a nice little week for most of us. It's only Tuesday, but for some of us, the week is just ending. But we here, like I said, man. It's me, Mr. Outside, man. We out here and we in this thing, man. Detroit, what up? Houston, what up? Vegas, what's up? Atlanta, what's up, man? We see y'all. Denver, man, what's up? We see y'all. New York, what's up, man? Tapping in to the ones and twos today. We got what you need. Top 100 music, everything you need, man. We gonna jump right into this thing today because we definitely can't be outside because it's raining. We in this thing. What's been going on with you, man? You know, we checked the vibe. We ain't seen you in a while. What's going on with you? How you been?
Me?
No, the ghost that was behind you.
No, I've been good though. I just been working a lot. You know, time's hard right now. You can barely sit still for a second without getting behind. So I really just been working and moving. Don't mind me, I got my little robe on. I'm about to change, but I was settle in. But I'm here.
I feel you. I've been hustling too. I just picked up a little side hustle.
It's really tough right now. Like the times is really tough. And I feel like nowadays stuff's so tough right now. People just partnering up to get stuff done.
Listen, you definitely gotta have a side hustle these days. If you got a job, you definitely need a side hustle, and then you need a side hustle for your side job because it's
You you do. You need a hustle to pay for what you got going on until at least it pick up nowadays.
life's so expensive right now. Listen, life's so expensive you can't even afford to be broke. Like
You can't.
that's how like
You
this.
really can't.
It's like you can't even afford to be broke for real. For real. Quick question: have you been playing that game, that Monopoly Go?
No, I don't play Monopoly.
Okay, so I've been playing it, and I've been seeing everybody else play it. I ain't gonna hold you up. It's kind of lit. It's way better than the Monopoly that I was playing when I was a kid. I'm just going.
Wait, so it's like the real game? It's like the real
But it's lit.
game, but you on the phone or something?
Yeah, you do it on your phone. It's lit. Like you attack other people. You go around the board. You win money. It ain't real money, but the objective of the game is to get through all the different levels and stuff like that. Monopoly Go crazy, but do you remember when Pokemon Go came out?
I remember Pokemon Go. I was more collecting the cards and stuff. I was a little corny, but
Oh, I was going to Royal Oak and everything, trying to find the big Pikachu's all in the street and
yeah,
everything.
like bitch was trying to catch them all. But I ain't really play Pokemon Go. I think my brother did though. I think my brother did. I collected the cards.
Oh, I definitely was down with the Pokemon cards. I ain't gonna hold you up. But everybody going crazy on the Monopoly right now. My phone going off right now. Such and such attack you. Such and such attack you. I just
So
want.
that must be what everybody been talking about when they like I ain't playing no damn Pokemon or something. And I'm like, what is Pokemon? What is they talking about? But I guess they talking about the game. The
Yeah,
new game came out. I ain't played Monopoly when it was on the board. I'm like, hell no. I played Monopoly one time. I said, so how long we about to sit here?
man. Listen,
And I was losing. I'm like, oh hell no. I'm not
you
playing it.
because you don't understand shit.
Yeah, I was like, and then I'm young and shit, talking about properties. I'm like, y'all, it's a bit much for me. I'm 10.
Or when you 10, you trying to play shoots and ladders, Candyland.
Yeah. I was trying to be with the grown ups, knowing damn well I did not know how to play nothing they was
You
playing.
supposed to be playing spades and be a whiz.
I was good at the crazy part is I was good at spades early as a young girl. My bad, hold on.
You
I
know how
took
black
hot
people.
robe on.
You know how black people be. We feel like if you don't know how to play spades, you can't even sit at the table with us.
Yeah, you can't even be grown.
at all. Like
You a kid.
what, man?
You
So
a kid. If you don't play spades, you're a kid.
if you don't play spades, I look at you as a child too.
Yeah, like even grown ups, you be like, so oh, so you don't play spades? No, I don't. All right, well go sit over there.
It's such a passive aggressive game. I love it.
Yeah, and then that make it so fun when everybody on each other head.
I swear.
That's friends before it starts. Next thing you know, you be enemies. Okay.
So, um, did you get a chance to like see anything? Oh, she gone, but I'm here. So anyway, y'all, the Drake concert was last weekend. Well, this past weekend, the Drake concert, he had a 2 day concert. He was here. What was that? Saturday and Sunday night. So apparently, every minute that Drake goes over, oh, she back in this thing like swim
My
up.
thing just, I know when you click the thing, it just goes straight out.
Oh yeah, yeah, that boy tapping like
Yeah, I accidentally pressed it and it was like, all right, shit.
yeah, it'd be like that. What was I about to say? Oh, so Drake had the concert here this past
I
week.
heard that bitch was lit. Like Drake was a good performer.
I ain't gonna say he was a good. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it was a really, really good show.
Oh, so you went?
I went. Chris
I
Brown,
don't go to concerts.
Chris Brown still put on the best show I ever seen.
Chris
It's
Brown always put on the best show to me too. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he out cold with it. Like he really do good. It's just in his nature. He do good.
man, yeah, because he's a dancer. That's what he do. He's a
Yeah, like some people, I feel like some people they're just good performers. Like some people got it. Some people just know how to keep a crowd going. I think everybody got like a special thing they do with their talent. Like you may be good at getting the crowd going. Some people good at dancing. Some people can actually sing. It's a lot of people that can't sing. And they be like, she be blowing. Like they kill me with Keisha Cole. I be like, I love Keisha Cole, y'all, and she's beautiful, but we all know.
yeah, that boy was working. No, I ain't gonna hold you up. He definitely put on a hell of a show. He wasn't no dancing dude like my boy Chris Breezy, but I will say it was a great show. My wife took.
Oh, that's what's up. I
But
saw a lot of my classmates go and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I see everybody going to support Drake. They
it,
was like, it was so fun.
it was packed. I felt like a kid. Oh shit, we was up there. For the people that do smoke weed, we had a great time in there.
Oh,
Um,
so you can smoke weed in there?
I mean, I don't think you supposed to, but it was too many. It was too many people in there smoking for them to say something to just you. So, but it was great. That was a good concert. The vibe was good. Like, when nobody tripping. I feel like the Saturday night was for older people. I feel like Sunday night was for
Oh,
them.
so he did like a
He did
two
two.
shows.
Yeah, he did two things. He did two shows, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. But it was lit though. Like I guess one of the biggest things was after 11 o'clock.
Hmm.
Then after 11 o'clock, the LCA or the union rep for the people that's working there, they actually charge him $10,000 per minute after he got done perform after the show was supposed to be over. But he performed for like another 25 minutes. But he did that because he showed up late as shit. The concert was supposed to start at 7.
Wait, so and how much they charged every minute?
10,000. So he did 23 minutes over. So they charged him 230K.
That ain't shit to him.
Yeah, I'm about to say he did a 2 night concert in Detroit. It sold out. So you already know. I'm like, that's probably nothing. That probably was a couple hundred tickets. He just like, okay.
It's cool.
He like it's cool. But it was crazy. Like I said, the show was dope as fuck. Like I'd never seen nothing like it. Um,
So you had a lot of stuff in the background.
a lot of stuff in the air, a lot of stuff in the background, like crazy stuff. It was cool though. Like he had this girl in the air. I mean, she wasn't real, but she was twerking in the air for like a hot second, and then they put her on the stage. It was like coochie lips on the ground.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. He had like
Gucci lips on the ground.
Yeah, he had like this ghost lady in the air. It was crazy. Like I
Oh, I've
ain't,
seen that.
look, I ain't gonna hold you up. Bless you. Who texted me? Is it my wife? Tomorrow, I thought you was working, sir. I'm done working, babe. If you watching this, I'm done working. She probably
What you so Drake didn't have like nobody to perform before he started, being that it started late. What do they call them? Openers.
he did get a
Because if he was that late, what did the people do?
it was some they didn't even start letting people in at 8 o'clock. So yeah, the concert's supposed to start at 7. So they
And
ain't
they let everybody in at 8.
at 8. So he didn't even get there to like 9. You feel me? So it was some dude on there. He was straight. They did a lot of they did a lot of oh yeah, he made 10 million for the show, my cousin said. So yeah. So 10 million,
Damn,
yeah, the 230K ain't nothing. But yeah, I definitely
that was strange.
he had 21 Savage. 21 Savage was there, but his set was a little short. I thought 21 was gonna be a little bit more hype than what he was.
Hmm.
But he still put on a real good show. The one thing I will say, which was really weird and creepy, um, Drake had did a performance with his younger self. One of those.
I saw that little thing like the robot. So what was that about?
It was a hologram. It was on the stage, like sleeping, chilling. It was rapping. I'm like, oh, this. I said this top notch right here.
I wonder what he do that for. That's something about to happen with the future because I keep seeing that.
Yeah, I keep seeing the holograms too. I mean, it definitely was. I never seen that in person before, so it definitely was dope. It definitely was dope as fuck. Yeah, this Monopoly shit
Ooh.
how you up all day.
So you playing Monopoly? Wow,
I had to get off of it right now.
wow.
I definitely had to.
I never been like the game phone. I
Yeah,
guess something I play to make time pass by,
uh,
but I don't never be too zoned out on it. And it's just mainly because shit, my attention span just go. I'll be doing something real quick and then doing something else the next minute.
he's a real boy.
But
It,
damn,
I will say it was a dope experience. And man, listen, I'm gonna have to. The people in Detroit, y'all motherfuckers know how to dress, boy. I mean, I seen people in Detroit I just feel like Detroit people really know how to dress. Like I just be
I
like,
feel like a lot of them is. I think a lot of them is real cool and stuff, but some of them be a little over the top.
yeah,
Like ain't nothing wrong. Like ain't nothing wrong with being subtle sometimes.
yeah,
Throwing something on with some name brand shoes. Like some people will be from the socks to the shirt. Excuse me, from the socks, shirt, shoes. You'd be like, damn, okay, we going bowling.
but
Some of them be a little over the top, but I think they be nice. I think they be nice looking, but I just be like, damn, that's
yeah.
like a bit much.
My wife call them Roblox. Them she like them designer shoes look like Roblox shoes.
Yeah, some of that stuff do look funny, but it's just like with black people, I notice we will make like just like we make climbing shoes. We make that what I'm saying. We make that popular, like a popular basic wear. We will take like people wear like just like, and I don't think just black people, but I think majority it'd be majority black people. Like it'd be a like shit as simple as the North Face. People wear that everywhere. It's just we'd make anything something. You'll
Yeah,
be like climbing shoes. Niggas is wearing them at parties.
I,
It's just
we
crazy.
definitely made North Face popular. I don't know why that
Yeah,
shit was
we
ugly.
made it look right.
I wouldn't.
We out here on the
North Face.
slope.
I'm like, do I want to spend 150 on the hoodie? Like it ain't that deep when you can go get a hoodie made from somebody with your own shit for $40.
Yeah.
And
Long,
it'll still be
really get you like if you get you a good material hoodie, and it'll be worth it if you do that. Get it embroidered in. It'll last longer.
Oh man. Man, shout out to all the people at home that's tapping in with us, watching with us. Hey man, shout out to all things. Nope, that's actually the wrong name. Shout out to Harper House, Party House, Bounce House Rentals. Out there in the local Metro Detroit area. Go ahead and get your bounce houses. You can actually reach them at 313-805-5417. You can also reach them at their secondary number, 734-757-5203. Go ahead and get your bounce house rentals in. Definitely get them bounce house rentals in. Vending machines is on deck and the food on deck. And shout out to Hungry Harper's doing their first pop up shop last weekend. They had them egg rolls on deck. Um,
My auntie selling egg rolls this weekend.
is she
Oh, you are. Oh, you heard me.
selling some egg rolls this weekend? All right,
Yeah, my auntie selling egg rolls. They be slapping too.
okay, auntie. Listen, it definitely be like that.
So you look at that, it's really red. Nah, but yeah, my auntie sell them. She sell them every now and then. Lately, she been selling them like a mug. So I go and get them. They be good. They be good for sure. I need to start going to concerts. I don't even go to concerts and stuff.
What's up, Cujo? My boy Cujo talking about I still owe him a Reese cup. I do owe you a Reese cup, man. We got to get together, man. We need to go do lunch or something, bro.
What do they do? Comment on like they comment and stuff. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, you can't see it on that side, can you? So it's on my side with the screen at. That's why man, you gotta come in one day. It's cool. We got something we setting up for this summer. And also, by the way, man, thanks for everybody that has been tapping in. We getting ready to do. We're gonna do like an in-house small networking gig. We pulling in some black businesses. We gonna sit around the table. We gonna chop it up, and we just really gonna network. Get everybody name out there. Get everybody exposure out there. We gonna help each other instead of instead of always like I said on Facebook the other day. It's all of this tear down stuff, all this tear down. We tearing each other down, tearing each other down. It's time to build each other back up. It's time to put the money back in the black community. It's time to put the love back in our community. It's time to put the self healing back in our community. Like we got to get back to something else besides hating each other and
We
tearing.
got to we got to stop caring what's in everybody's pockets and worry about our own.
Because when we die, the money ain't gonna mean shit.
Nothing.
You gonna die, and
So
nobody.
sad.
The only person the money gonna matter to is whoever you left it to. It's not gonna matter to the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? All we have is whatever memories we made with you, and I'm going off subject. I don't even care. Um, but it's definitely time for us to all, as a whole, make changes, not just for ourselves, but for each other, and like accept the fact that it's up to us to change the shit and stop waiting on politicians and stop waiting on lawyers and people keep thinking that these singers and these rappers because they have this platform that's what they're gonna do. That's not what they want to do though, and you can't be mad at. We definitely need to change the way we live, like together though. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
think, like you said, it start with us. You know, like a lot of the times people be like, "Well, what I'm gonna do? Shit, you can just start.
Yeah,
You can start doing what you talking about.
just
You
start.
can just start. A
It's
lot of the times, all it takes is just to make a move.
and stop waiting on Monday. I,
Yeah, a lot of people just be waiting for somebody else to do it so they can. It's just like when we out dancing, somebody wait for somebody to start. If you want to dance, just go dance.
just go dance. You don't have to wait on nobody. Like right now, I'm dealing with a little situation with the state and my background check. So I'm calling this company every day, calling. They never had no answers for me. They always
Okay.
say 3 to 5 days. It's been 3 to 5 days, like 10 times. I'm like, I can't wait on them no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait on them no more. It's time for me to make a move. Like my wife was saying, like, shit. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do till you can get what you want to get. And I'm like, damn, you right. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's definitely time to. That's why I want to talk about self love today and self healing because I think it sounds super, super good on the internet to people, but
Yeah.
I think nobody like when people actually hear self love and like self care. I don't think a lot of people actually know what that means because I have found myself in a position like how can you give advice? Not I ain't gonna say give advice because I feel like anybody can give advice, but how can you be so messed up on the inside? You not trying to heal and you want to help other people heal. I just feel like You got to be able to have a little bit of self healing yourself. Even
I I know this is so crazy, and it's so crazy that you say this, but I gotta say this because I heard this.
say it.
It was like a religious thing too. Um, God, what do they say? It's don't quote me on it, but it's like okay, I can't say it word for word, but it's basically God don't God don't give the message to somebody you will believe.
Uh,
You might get a message from a homeless man.
mm,
You might get a message from a crackhead telling you to stop doing drugs that they can't stop themselves, but you don't never know who the message coming from, and it doesn't matter who the message comes from. I can be like I say, I can be a homeless man, and I can tell you to get your life together, or I can tell you something you've been praying about, and you'd be like, this man don't know me from Adam and Eve,
mm,
and he just ran up to me and said some random stuff, or I was talking and he commented so much and he spoke his piece and he actually said something good.
yeah.
So it's like God don't call on people. They it's he don't always call on people that will believe what you say. He
That's
might call on a child to speak, and you'll be like, "Go sit down somewhere." You never listen to them. Then one day you stop and listen, and when they talk, you be like, "Oh my God, I've been asking about this whole time, and this baby just came to talk to me."
mhm.
You know he don't call on who he will believe. So somebody that may not be fully healed may help you in an area they're already healed. So you may feel like you can't tell me nothing, da da da, but they may be able to tell you something about a little corner of what they already get through. They be like, I'm still going through it, but that's one part I had to get through that was a little tough for me. And I can say this about it. I don't know what you want to say, but I can say that about it.
Oh, no,
You never know.
yeah, you never know. That's real spill though. You right though. You never know. Um, sometimes you find things inside people that they had experienced. Another man's trauma may be the next person's lesson. So you know, you kind of got to. For me, I feel like it's sometimes you got to have more belief in something than just yourself because we fleshful people. It's flesh. It's easy. It's easy for us to get knocked off. It's easy for us to keep making mistakes and keep making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So you're right though. That can come from anybody.
And then another thing too, I feel like because I had a moment where I was just like, how do I even like self heal or how do I find a way to heal? And like I thought about some different stuff and like even with self healing, I mean, I'm not fully there, and like we just said, I can't tell everybody everything. But I think healing comes with learning who you are because you start to understand why you do certain things, why certain things affect you in a certain way. So then you find a way to cope and heal with situations. Like, you shut down. So when you feel you're gonna shut down, you figure out something you do to communicate that to whoever you deal with or whatever. It can be anything. But I just think a lot of self healing got a lot to do with just understanding who you are, like really getting to know who you is. And I think
What
a lot of people have a hard time with it too.
what's some things that you do like when you was or if you are still on your self healing journey? What's some things that work for you?
I'm and I would say I'm still healing and stuff,
Mhm.
but a lot like one thing that worked. Okay, let me see. Like probably about two or three things that work. Let me see. Admitting shit to myself, but not just saying it out loud, talking to my friends and actually hearing how some of the things I do or some of my issues sound.
Yeah.
And then it makes me be like, damn, this really sounds crazy. Like speaking about it, venting about it, and I can't deny some of the facts. It makes me want to deal with it the way it needs to be dealt with. But sometimes I repeat things in my head and try to cope and deal with it on my own instead of telling anybody. And then I would sit there and be like, make a dumb decision and be like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
But when I hear it out loud, it's just a little easier to be like, yeah, that sounds dumb out loud. So I'm gonna do something else. Um, I stop. I stop isolating I stopped isolating myself to where I became angry when I came around people.
That's deep.
When I isolated myself, I made sure it was more so about just getting a peace of mind. It wasn't an escape. I didn't want to escape from people. I wanted to understand my emotions and feel a lot of stuff. So I try not to escape from everybody. So when I do try to disappear, it's more so a peace of mind. I try to like, because it's like, but I can't say this. A lot of people are different,
True.
but I feel like a lot of the times we practice behaviors and then we tell people this is how I cope with it. And it's not bad or good, but it's like saying all my life when I get stressed out, I go in my room and I shut the door and I cut off all the lights. I've been doing it for 10 years. And then you constantly do it for 10 years. And then you meet somebody and you shut down and you go in your room and you shut off all the lights and they in the living room like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then they go in there and talk to you and then they be like, well, you can talk to me. And then you talk to them and then you feel comfortable talking to them, but you probably slip up and go in your room here and there because that's a habit you practice.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it a good habit. Most people say, yeah, I notice when I do this, I do really good. It's because that's what you practice. If you practice communicating and talking, you'll probably be good at that too because look how good you are at isolating.
Mm.
Just imagine how good you can be at something else you practice. A lot of people do that.
I
But like,
I feel you on that.
yeah, like it's
Yeah. And if we
practice
practice,
behavior that we do. And then we say, this is just how I cope and it's always worked. It always worked because this is all what you've always done. Have you ever tried anything different and kept it going for a little while?
mm, that's
Dealt
real.
with the hard days, dealt with the complicated moments, just like you did with this situation. Because a lot of the times when we isolate, we cry, we be sad as hell, we be wanting to sock the wall, break a couple things, we be mad at the world, still in the same situation once we get back up. That should be crazy. So it's like, what's so bad about moving around?
How many times I like right now, like I'm learning to apologize more right now, and I'm learning to wake up as a nicer person because you'll
Yeah,
sleep with the world on top of you, and you'll wake up unknowingly and unconsciously knowing that you are putting out, projecting, projecting this bad behavior or this learned behavior onto the people around you.
and people do not pay attention to it.
They
They
don't.
don't. They really don't.
My boy Cujo said, "Man, I'm so glad I was able to tune in. She's speaking on my soul. I'm trying to explain these exact points. Thank her for me, please."
Oh, you welcome. Look, anything to help. I do enjoy helping people because this mental battle. A lot of people don't like to admit this, but it's already the hardest person to be is yourself. It's already hard to be you. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard, and to be comfortable being you. So even with practice behavior and things that we do, even when people speak on certain stuff, you don't want to feel shamed. You don't want to feel like what you're doing is wrong. That's why I say practice behavior because a lot of us also use words that come out wrong.
Man,
You'll be like, I did not mean that. Oh my God, but you got to rephrase it. I used to do it real bad. Like I talk so rough. I'm an aggressive woman. So when I talk, I be like, I'm just telling you the truth. But I got to start realizing that just telling somebody the truth can be a little hurtful sometimes. And shit, it hurts me too.
yeah,
Like you said, going to bed, apologizing and going to bed, waking up a nicer person.
yeah,
It'd be hard to be yourself because sometimes it's hard to be like, I want to be accepted. I want a person to know the shit that I do and just be like, it's cool. I understand.
that's
I
fact.
get it. You
And
know,
sometimes, to reiterate what you were saying, we be in our own way. It be us, like you were saying, it be us in our own way. And a lot of people, I don't knock people, but people be like, "Oh, the devil come in, he came in, he destroying the things around me, and woo woo woo." I don't like I believe in the devil, I believe in God, but you can't put everything on the devil.
I was gonna say a lot of people just don't take accountability, but I get the devil is an easy target.
Yeah,
He is.
and we not taking accountability for that. Like I could have easily put the things that I was going through. Oh, it's the devil, but I had to sit. Like my wife said something real to me. Like she was like, man, you know, I let you do your thing. You going through. Woo, woo. She was like, but now it's time to get up because you just sitting here ain't gonna be nobody fault but your own. So now it's time
Yeah.
for you to come out your hole. And so like, and that's one thing what I will say. Like when you self healing, it's always a good feeling to have somebody around that truly understands that because they're able to be patient with you. They're able to build
Yeah.
with
But a lot of people practice the habit of isolation.
you. And we got to break that.
And it's so toxic, even though who am I to tell somebody what they can and can't do? I fully understand that.
Right.
And I know when you say but, it's a justification. But why not? Why not? Just like when you isolate, why not?
Mm,
When a person be like, so why you doing that? Well, why not? Okay, well, why you don't do it? Why not? You should try that. You should try something else. And a lot of the times, it's so many people that go through the same stuff we go through, and just even if they're not going through the same situation, we go through the same emotions. All of us, we
right.
all feel the same emotions, just through different pain.
Hmm.
So it's always a pleasant feeling to talk to somebody and they just like, I get it.
I get
You
it.
all right? You okay?
I
You
got a quote from
good?
what you said earlier when you were saying like you always isolate yourself. So when I used to work for this Ponzi scheme company, that's another story for another day. We used to have this saying, you don't know what you don't know unless you try what you don't know. And of course,
Right.
of course, we were using it to get people to buy things. But if if you don't try stuff that you never did before, how are you going to be able to say like I've tried everything and this isn't working? And I think some people get so stuck in their ways that they not able to actually realize like I'm the problem. I need to fix me because that's what I'm
Mhm.
going through. I'm like, damn, Don, you the
I
issue.
re- I recently had this talk with my sister actually,
Uh-huh.
and we was talking about we sometimes we just bounce off of each other like we just say anything. We just get to talking. And she you made it click in my head, and she was like, damn, what was it? You just made it click in my head from what you said. That damn car was so loud it made me lose my train of thought. No, okay, yeah. My sister was saying something about just when people going through stuff, you never know like who's willing to go through that with you. Like you really don't know.
You don't at all.
You don't know like who's willing to sit there and be like, you good, you straight.
Yeah,
All right, well shit, let's start tomorrow again. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who cares that much.
yeah.
So to isolate yourself, think about it like this.
Hmm.
If you think you deserve lots of love and lots of good energy around you and lots of good people around you, why isolate yourself?
Wow.
Why stop what people want to do? Why stop it?
That's so funny you
If
say that.
people want to love on you, why stop that?
Yeah, well, I thought that. Like my
That's
wife,
crazy.
so she always like she always had an issue with like taking on other people's problems. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was always on a type of person like I don't really want you to take on my problems. But I never really deciphered on my own what was sympathy for me and what was empathy for me. So I couldn't even feel it anyway. But now just kind of really working on myself. I've been journaling. That's what I'm doing right now. I just
Yeah.
write myself a note in my phone every day. I just talk to me. And I just was like, damn, you gotta put A and B together and that shit ain't working. It's time to move to C plus D because what you was doing before not working. So you have to be open.
Change something up. Switch it up.
You gotta be willing to be open, be honest with yourself first. So you can take it in. And that's what I had to and that's what I'm still going through. I want to get there. Like I don't think nobody ever gonna be perfectly healed, but I do feel like
No.
we could take these moments of the things that we did go through, and they'll help us evolve as people.
Yeah. I think uh I think every day, every month or every year or every couple months or every time we on a good road, we gonna always get back to a area or a season we don't really like. I think we're gonna always have those. Even when stuff good, you're gonna be like, it ain't too bad. You know, it's good, but it ain't too good. It's bad, but it ain't too bad, you know?
Yeah,
But like it's really like it's just and it's cause I'm thinking about a bunch of things at once. It's how you take life too. Like like how you said, if one thing not working, try something else. Wait, damn, what was it? If one thing not working, try something else. Damn, no, it was one thing that bounced off of my head.
oh, talking about you don't know what you don't know unless you try what you don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so like, and it seemed like it's real big right now.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's just real big on giving up, like not trying at all. Like how you was like try something. I don't think people like trying stuff at all anymore. Like if you notice a lot of memes, a lot of posts, people conversations, a person do one thing to me, bad. Um,
Yeah,
if I don't like this, I'm gone. This job irritate me, I quit. I I really haven't been seeing anybody work on nothing yet. And then the stuff that people have to work on is considered not good for them, toxic, wrong. I don't know. You know, I remember a time where hard work paid off.
yeah. Which
So it's like trying stuff and doing stuff that's different. How you gonna know if you can do it if you never tried? But a lot of people don't put no effort in stuff they never tried.
no, they don't. In the world,
So
especially the
true.
internet, it's so busy putting out shit that don't even mean nothing to us that
Yeah,
we not paying attention to each other loving each other nothing like we really are. People having whole arguments right now ready to kill each other over about
yeah,
how you feel on the inside. Like at some point we just got to be real, like bro, we all people. When we die anyway, nothing we talking about gonna matter.
none of that. What we say, unless you say like a good quote or something that was
That
meaningful to somebody, but to the world, no.
yeah, like it don't pay
That
nothing to be a decent person, like to like you were saying, like all of that isolate, quitting. You don't like. I saw the one question going around. Would you go back and have a conversation with that friend if that you fell out with? And a lot of people saying no, no, no. And I'm just like, well, then why not? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Why not?
I did that. I did that for so long. I had a family member that like I would go back and forth with and stuff like that. And you know, granted, I always would talk to her. Like, you know, I'd be like, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, or whatever. I always try to work on it because I feel in my heart when you love people, you talk it out. You know, and then if you really love somebody in your life and they, you know, make you feel good and you make them feel good, you take care of them. And then when something happens, you talk to them about it. You know, you don't just be like, all right, well, shit, bad. So she will push that energy on me. Like, I just, you know, I don't know, it's just not working out. And just, you know, we just not getting along or we always have a disagreement or da 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 da. And then I finally just was like, okay. And you know how much she called me after that? Called me, text me, wanted to talk again. It even hurt her worse when I said, this is what you wanted me to do. I'm willing to fight for my relationships. I love my family and my people around me. I work on whatever with anybody. If you want to kick it with me and you want to be genuine, I will too. But it's like, I think it was so many people that got in her head. You know, it's always people that join in and speak their piece on it, say
Yeah.
their opinion. I think so many people got in her head to where she was confident about something, but once she was isolated and nobody was around her anymore,
Yeah.
she was like, I miss my damn cousin. I said, bitch, I miss you too. I
Yeah.
always tell her, like, I love you. I miss you. You're always welcome in my life. But am I going to run and chase you anymore? No, because you don't want me to.
For sure.
When I try to and try to talk to you and show you how much I love you and care about you, it's a somebody do one thing to me. Back in my time, when somebody do something to you, talk about it.
Yeah.
If
Nobody.
somebody did something you didn't agree with, you told them how you didn't agree with it, and if they change their behavior, they fuck with you. If they don't, then they don't.
It's like this, like my man said, we be big on Facebook, ready to run our mouth on a book. But when it comes to sitting down and really having a conversation with your mans, somebody that you said you loved that one something at one point in time, nah, it don't matter no more. But I kind of wanted to hit on this comment that new air dropped because we was having a conversation, and
Okay.
she said because most people are over the bullshit, and too many people have watched their parents work themselves to death to be disrespected on a regular basis for a job. I definitely understand that.
You said for a job?
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I definitely think people should work for they get their value, but we
For
have this is
sure.
very,
Yeah, for sure.
very entitled. This is a very entitled. A lot of entitled people right now feel like they should have the amount of money they
Yeah.
but they not really willing to put the real work in to get the
You
money.
will see the main ones complaining about work that's late every day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like entrepreneurship is not for everybody in my
It's
head.
fine.
So some people are gonna have to be okay with working a 9 to 5, or you gonna have to figure out it just like I'm a like I feel like I'm a bona fide hustler. I'm gonna find a way to make some money. And everybody don't have that. But I do feel you. Don't nobody want to get disrespected at no job. That's why we got free will to quit. You know what I'm saying? Leave that job. I feel
I
like
don't think nobody should handle disrespect, but a lot of people don't work hard at jobs and they do be expecting a lot from jobs. Not everybody, but a lot of people do.
not everybody, for sure. But I feel like a lot more people back in the day worked so they could provide. It was about the family, and it
Yeah.
wasn't about their feelings. Their feelings wasn't in it. Their priorities was in it. And I think now so many people are concerned about how they feel on the inside, and I do get because I'm all about self care because you don't want to work nowhere where you feel like shit. But I'm definitely gonna transition up out that job though. If I feel like I'm being disrespected, I'm gonna make my transition the
Yeah.
way for me because I ain't just gonna up and quit because I got a family to take care of. So I definitely don't, I definitely wouldn't tolerate no disrespect, especially at no job. They ain't paying me nothing but a buck and a cupcake.
Yeah. For sure. I understand that, but a lot of people be on some BS at work. And then it be the good workers that be sitting there because I've been a good worker before, and I'm speaking for the good workers. You'll be a good worker and you'll get picked on at work. Your supervisor always got something to say to you. Then it be the motherfuckers that walk around all day having a ball. You be like, okay, it's cool.
Man,
It's cool.
it definitely it's definitely like that, man. I'm just glad that I've been finding a lot of more people that's willing to like let's talk now. Let's be adults. Let's put stuff out on the floor because if you beefing out with somebody and hey, something happened to them tomorrow, then what? You're gonna be at their funeral crying like this is the last thing I said to them. And it's funny that you were saying that. Earlier my wife was telling me about something she read on Facebook and she was saying this man was at work. He was talking to his coworker and he was saying like I gotta tell my wife real bad. And so I'm just not talking to her. I'll talk to her later. I'll talk to her tomorrow.
Yes, you can.
And said, well, who told you that you had tomorrow? And he was like, what you mean? He said, no. Who told you you had tomorrow to talk to your wife? And he basically told him a story about how, he kind of got into it with his wife and she ended up passing. Like he never got to pass. The man ended up calling his wife right then and there and just making amends. You know what I'm saying? Just like, let's fix this. And that stuck in my head because he was right though. Who said we had tomorrow to make up off these relationships? Like,
And that's true. Like, I remember being even in a relationship and like dating and stuff, and we would have a disagreement or something happen, and then we won't really talk for like probably like a day, maybe two. We won't talk, won't say nothing to each other, and then we if one of us would just give in and talk. And I would always argue because I'm open minded in some ways. Like when it come down to communication and talking, I mean, I don't always, because I gotta look, I gotta speak on myself too, because I don't always communicate the best. I can't say I'm perfect at nothing, but I feel like waiting days and days, like for some people, they say, yeah, let the situation calm down, let everything relax, get cool, then we can come to a common ground and talk. But you don't know how I think. It
Mm,
can be marinating for me. I can be getting madder,
yeah.
and I can be sitting on extra thoughts that's gonna stem from this thought.
Hmm.
But another person to be like, yeah, I'm calming down. They should be calming down too. Who are any like who is anybody to tell somebody like you need to be calming down? The way you feel, I think we should all validate each other's feelings a little bit more. Like if somebody feeling some type of way, or because I would hate that. I would hate that. Like
I'm like 50-50 because
it'd be like a day, but like just think about it, like a whole day of not talking, from one disagreement.
oh yeah.
I don't know where your head is going. I don't know what your man get. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you marinating on it and ready to cuss me out, or
I can see where you coming from in that standpoint.
yeah, like just it
Because
just be kind of.
it make the I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because when it boil over, it affect like I don't know, everybody household different, but if you got kids or your people there, whatever, that it boil over.
It do. I be feeling like sometimes people think about other stuff. They be like, yeah, because even yesterday she had a smart ass mouth,
Mm,
and that could have all stemmed from a little disagreement in the car.
yeah,
But now you talking about something that happened 2 days ago. Yeah, she had a bad attitude the other day, and because we done sat there and had too much time to think and dwell on that thought. But I guess everybody's different. I can't tell people. Some people be like, I need to calm down before I talk, but I just feel like shit. When like you said, when we don't got time to calm down, let's talk about this shit and hash it out now. So look, how you feel? My
yeah.
bad. What did I do? What can I do a little bit better? Or like what's wrong just in general? Like, is it other things you got on your mind that made you mad this time? Did this come from different thoughts? I just be thinking, let's hash it out, get that shit out the way, because I like to talk about it one time or at least two times at the most and be done with it.
Listen, I agree with you. Feeling like as people, I think we do need to take each other's feelings into consideration, but I also believe we got to stop being so overly emotional and start thinking with straight, with more reasonable and more forward thinking thoughts. Because I've even been in a position where the situation might not be had even been that bad, but because of my over emotional of thinking, I had made an issue out of nowhere because I didn't just want to use what I'm saying, you when you like you were saying, when you got that learned behavior and you accustomed to it, you will isolate, you will run away from the problem. So
Hmm.
I definitely I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and a lot of people, oh my God, this I can't stand this. When people be like, I'm finding peace, they run away from any issue they have going on.
Uh-huh.
I cannot stand that. I feel like finding peace is dealing with the issue head on,
Yeah.
because what always happen when we don't discuss something or don't kick it or uh deal with something straight on, where when do it come? It come right back. It come back, even if it come back years from now. It can be months from now. That shit'll come right back. So knowing. things will come right back. Why not just deal with it now?
Might as well.
Deal with it head on. Just deal with it head on. Get it out the way. And but a lot of people be like, I'm finding peace. I'm nipping stuff in the bud. No, you're not. You just throwing it under the rug.
Yeah, you're not actually dealing with your issues.
You're not. You running away from them. You're trying to go find peace because it's a little terrorizing over here. But you got to clean this room before you go lay in a new one.
Man,
Thoughts don't go away. They come right back to that room. They'd be like, hey, so we saw you scooted over. We
man.
want to come in here with you over here.
And, and oh, I made a comment. Let's put it up on the screen. Exactly why ghosting ain't cute if you actually love and care about somebody. Yet folks keep trying to make that normal. Now, I'm 50-50 when it come to ghosting. And
What?
I'm 50-50 when it come to ghosting. And the only reason I'm 50-50 because of ghosting is because I've been ghosted and I never understood why. I was just talking to my wife about this last night. I've been ghosted and I never understood why. I honestly told my wife yesterday if I ever seen her, I'll punch her in the fucking face. I wouldn't really punch her in the face, but that's how I felt. But I feel like I don't think you should just get the fuck on. I don't think you should just leave somebody like if you really with them, like y'all have a built relationship, like y'all in each other's lives. Like I don't think you should just ghost them. I think
Ghosting depends on the level y'all in.
that's how I feel. If we just start talking for 2 weeks,
I
and
might ghost you for my ex.
yeah, I don't. That's not a ghost to me. I'm just like, baby, you
That's
got
not a ghost. You don't even know if you're gonna see me tomorrow.
yeah, like you just met me. You don't even know my middle name yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as like that's somebody you rock with, you kicking with it. I don't think you have the right to just ghost them out the blue like that. Like that shit ain't cool. People are actually concerned about you. You know what I'm saying? People are worried about your well being as not only as a
I
person.
feel like if a okay, and I know this sounds crazy. I feel like it's different for men and women. I feel like if a man ghosts you and y'all have a heavy relationship and y'all deal with each other heavy, y'all really fuck with each other, 9 times out of 10 he probably have someone else that he's committed to as well. But I feel like when a woman ghosts a man, it could be something emotional or something confusing going on in her life. I know that sounds bad. Like, why would you say that? No, but women deal with I think women and men deal with certain situations differently because we ghost for different reasons. Like a guy ghosted me, and he would keep me around, but ghost like just disappeared for like a day or two. But being that I was so busy, always on the go. I never paid attention. And then I started noticing when you want more, you start noticing more, and
I,
usually it be like that.
I used to ghost a girl I was dating her. I ain't even gonna say we was dating. We was we was kicking it. And I would ghost her maybe like every other month and she would let me back in her life. Now I wasn't doing that to be a prick, but I think she understood the nature of who I was. And she was just like, "This is what you do." And I'm like, "Yeah." It wasn't a good habit to have, but she understood the habit. But she was like, "Okay, I see what you want, so I'm going." She was like, "I'm gonna put you in this box over here. Like I know you gonna be the person to hit me up every now and then." So she didn't take offense to it. But like I would never just dip and never say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I still send a text, shoot a call every now and then. But like I ain't disappearing. Like I ain't ghost for real. I ain't disappearing into the night. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
Some people like that too. Some people have an understanding with the people that they deal with, and they just be like, I mean, I ghosted her, but I always come back around. Like that's like we get a certain understanding relationship. But I do feel like majority of the people, especially men, that ghost is because they living.
mm,
They out living. Like I wouldn't even say because most people would be like, well, it's always another girl. It can be multiple girls. He don't have to be in love. He can just be living his life. Some people really be like, I'm ghosting because I disappear on motherfuckers and I probably be with somebody else next week, or I like to live freely. I like to wake up and
yeah. because
It ain't not. I'm not with one person all the time. Some people, and then some people just get scared of commitment. That's a big one that a lot of people ignore.
we
Be-
definitely gonna hit on that. And thank you
Yeah.
for everybody that's been tapping in. This is Hot 93's 97 presents the We Outside show. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 p.m. to midnight. And today we just here a little bit early with y'all because we just want to tap in with the people. We do appreciate all our listeners back at the house. Remember, man, tap in, share, follow, comment, like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Check out us out on YouTube at 9397 Network. Go ahead and subscribe as well. I'll be make sure I post all the links where you can go back. You can actually watch these conversations that we having. Um, for the people that's just now chiming in today, we're just talking a little bit about some self love, some self healing, some ins and outs, and some different things that we do that we're able. And right now, we kind of got on the situation of ghosting. A lot of people do that during, I guess, different situations for however they feel at that moment. So we just tapping in and chiming in, but I do appreciate all our listeners from the podcast side and the actual camera side. So thank you all for tapping in here with us. And no, I definitely feel you on that. Like, yeah, don't
Man,
be wondering like that you in a ditch somewhere. I feel you on that. Um, you know, I was one of those type of people. I used to watch a lot of movies when I was younger. So I used to always feel like when I broke up with a girl, it had to be just overly dramatic and over the top.
I,
So you know what I'm saying? Like I used to be like, shit, that's what they do in the movies. I'm about to do the same thing. And I realized like that's a little bit, it's a little toxic behavior. You know, that
a,
shit it definitely rolls over.
a lot of the times too, we all do this. Usually, most women complain about it, but we all do this. We create a toxic situation and blame it on it's the way I am.
Mm. And we
So
gotta
like
change the way we are.
we would, a person would disappear, and then say, for instance, the person to come around you and then cuss you out, lash out on you. You hurt their feelings. You put them in a state of mind that you always put them in, and they always back here.
Yeah.
You know you're doing this. So when the person do lash out even more or do something that's out of the ordinary or whatever the case is, and they flip out, whatever, and you like, why is this person acting like this? Why is this person doing this? A lot of us create a toxic situation and blame it on like,
My
well,
sister
she
in
knew who I
the
was. She
situation.
knew how I was.
No, no, I feel you because we got habits of doing that. I'm guilty.
She knew who I was. Why she gonna flip out on me and bust me in the head?
Yeah. I think a lot of people use violence as a way to get out of those emotional states and
Crying and shit. I definitely did it. I'm not perfect. I did that.
to reconcile. Instead of people reconcile, we go to learn behavior. A lot of people attach anger and fighting and physical violence with forgiveness. That's why a lot of people feel like after a fight we can be okay. But I'm getting at the age now while we got to put our hands on each other. You know what I'm saying? Now we both look stupid and both our face look
Yeah.
dumb. Like we adults now, we got to be able to hash this out. Um, but it's 9:57 p.m. on the dot. This has been a great conversation. I definitely can't wait for us to do this again with some more minds alike. Um, so we always looking for new and interesting guests to appear on the We Outside show. We definitely appreciate all the hosts and people at home listening all over the world, all the millions and millions of listeners, because we got y'all. We locked in. It's the We Outside show. So you can catch us here same time next week. Actually, this Thursday. All next week is actually going to be promo week. We are actually going to be talking to several actors, actresses, producers, business owners. We are in a bag next week, and when I say we in a bag, we are giving companies. They're gonna come down. We're gonna talk about their business. They're gonna give you some free game, and we're gonna look out for the people around us, and we are gonna create a network of business owners, whether you black, white, Spanish, blue, green, orange. We gonna just network with each other and put each other in a better position. So next week is on and popping this Thursday. Tap in for Thursday. The crew's supposed to be in this thing, so we gonna be here. You want to leave the people with anything in your handle before we get out of here?
Um, just always remember to be yourself, heal on your time, love on your time, and just keep pushing, keep moving. We outside.
What's your How can people find you? What can I
Oh
find?
yeah, it's Dita K on Instagram, and then it's Dita Lachey on Facebook, and I got TikTok too. It's just Dita on TikTok.
Okay, I got.
So y'all can follow me. I do some inspirational, like I be talking to people, giving advice and stuff like that, but I really just say what's on my mind. So
Before you
oh
go,
yeah,
I ain't know you did poetry. I'm
oh
a
yeah.
I'm a spoken word artist. I got a couple of features lined up. I got a feature this week. I got a feature next week, and I got a feature at the end of the month. I'll be doing some spoken word features. Yeah, you definitely got to come down to the city and come tap in with some poetry events.
Yeah, I will. I like doing comedy and poetry though.
Okay, you do a little comedy.
A little bit. I
Okay,
like to a little bit. I
I'll,
do.
I'll listen to the set. I'll listen to the set.
Yeah, I be trying stuff. I just be tapping in because I don't know why. I just feel like my voice is my calling, so I might as well use it.
And you got
I
you.
talk so damn much.
God gave you,
It seems like don't nothing go right until you do.
man. What?
When you
Sometimes
ignore what he's telling you to do,
you
you
gotta.
be like, damn, ain't none of this shit work. As soon as you tap into what he gave you, you be like,
Sometimes that's all we be needing is to open up.
all you got to do is, and then really, you got to listen to him. I'm learning that shit too, but you got to really kick it with him. Like, really talk to God randomly. It's crazy when you start building a relationship with him, how he keep you at peace, even in a room full of fire. It's crazy. Like, you would be going through hell and high water, and you don't know what you're gonna do, but you still got calmness in your vibe, in your spirit. It's crazy.
Um, Tell us your info again.
It's D to K.
Cause somebody on here, I'm gonna put on
It's
Facebook.
DEDAK, like a capital K.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, definitely tap in. I got a feature this week. I forgot the name of the place, but I got another feature. Shout out to my homegirl, Sunny Day. She didn't plug me with a couple of features.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'll be featured the 27th of this month. I'll be in the city over on 7 Mile.
Here
I got a 30-minute set.
is D to K.
I got a 30-minute set. Text it to me too, so I can start putting your handles on everything.
Okay, babe.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm
tap
gonna screenshot them all. I'm not bad.
if you
I'm
like.
getting better.
Yeah, tap in. You definitely got to come, man. I've been I'm trying to put my own stuff together now. Like I'm tired of asking other people. I'm at that point in my life. You feel me? Like I'm on that right now. Like I'm really feeling like God, like you the plug for real. Like he really told me like you the plug. You know everybody and everybody know you, but people don't ever really want to put it together. So now he like, no, you the plug. I want you to do it. So I ain't waiting on nobody else to throw no more events. Like it's on me.
Right.
So
Sometimes you got to do it yourself.
definitely got to do it yourself. Yeah, definitely come down here and hit some of these open mics. It's definitely a vibe in the city. Um, that's actually how New Era Sunshine that commented earlier. That's actually how I know her. She actually gave me a feature at one of her events, and she's an awesome poet as well. And we don't always see eye to eye on a couple of things, but she good people. So and then you got to call the so she good people with her. But
Okay.
man, thank y'all for tapping in with the show today. We do appreciate y'all. Um, you can follow us on We Outside the Show on Instagram, um, and right here on Facebook. That's all we got right now. We're gonna upgrade in a minute. We're gonna get the TikTok. But thank you all for
I'll
tuning
be
in.
glad.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a beautiful Tuesday night. I hope it was some way to help you, and I hope that one day you can come on here and help us, and we can all share our stories together. Have more safe spaces like this for men and women because it's time to stop tearing each other down and start. It's time to start building each other up.
Hell yeah.
I definitely thank y'all for out there. Be outside show, Hot 93, 97. If you listen on the app, get ready for some tunes to drop, and let's get ready to turn up. Make sure y'all tap in the State of Nightclub this weekend. Be there, be square. We get ready to do something awesome. We get ready to do something crazy. If you want to be involved with the event that's getting ready to go down in Dr. Bro, about to have the whole city go. Um, I'll just let you. It's an Afrobeats event. If you know anything about Afrobeats events, they go down. So if you want to be a part of that, looking for promoters, hosts, all the other stuff covered. We got bartenders who tap in with us. Is there. Shout out to Princess. Shout out to the whole 93, 97 team. Y'all have been great. I love it here. Beautiful people. We're going to see y'all Thursday night. Good night, folks. Hey, it might be raining on the outside. Make sure y'all make somebody rain on the inside if you get what I mean tonight.
Ah.
All right, man. Good night, good people, man. Y'all be blessed.